Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? Today, I am going to be talking about how to save money even if you have a small budget. So, guys, let me tell you, I am going to save you so much money. You definitely want to excuse me. You definitely want to stay tuned. So, if this is your first time joining me, my name is Alex. I am a financial coach and licensed insurance advisor, and I help people just like you create more financial freedom so you can live your best life and leave a legacy for your family. So, if that's something that interests you, please continue to watch, like, and subscribe, and also share this video so other people can get this wonderful information as well. So, as you come on, let me know if you can hear me. I remember I did a video the other day, the whole video, and the sound was off. So hopefully you guys can hear me. So if you could let me know, I greatly appreciate it. So let's get right to it. How to save money on a small budget. So the first thing that we have to understand and we have to try to figure out is without increasing our budget, you want to start looking for what are some things that are severely impacting your budget. What's impacting your budget? Okay, and so the whole idea is you want to be able to try to save as much money as you possibly can. And because we know your savings rate has everything to do with your ability to build wealth. And so if you're not able to save money, then that means you don't have monies that you can use to build wealth by assets so you can invest. You have to have financial resources to be able to do that. So one of the first things that I think where many of us make the mistake is we try to save from after tax dollars. We try to save with after tax dollars. So, what do I mean? Many of us don't realize that taxes, especially if you happen to have a job or you are a W 2 worker or earner, a good chunk of what you earn is going to be taxed. People who work for a living, people who have W 2s coming in, right? This group of people, the bulk of Americans, actually pay the highest rate on taxes. See, if you were self employed, if you were a business owner, or if you were an investor, you would not pay as much on your income in those situations. But because the middle class people are the people who get taxed the most. And so what happens is if you are trying to save money with after tax dollars, then you're already kind of at a disadvantage because the first thing you really need to do is you need to try to figure out number one, how to reclaim some of your money back from taxes. That's the first thing that you have to do. So if you're someone who is a W 2 earner, if you are someone who might be single, don't have kids, right? Those situations are really, really dire because you're going to be the person who's going to be paying the most, right, when it comes to your taxes. So each of us, every one of us, we need to start looking for and working with someone who can help us figure out how can we legally reduce our tax liability. That's the first thing that you want to do. You want to start figuring out, first of all, if you are getting a tax return at the end of the year, then that means that you overpaid in taxes. So the first thing is you want to stop doing that. And the reason being is I know a lot of times people look at this as kind of a forced savings account because some of us don't have the discipline or the ability to be able to try to save money on our own. So we look at our tax refund as our savings account. And guys, that's the wrong thing to do because if you are able to learn how to manage your money better and manage your money well, and I'm all about that. That's what I'm all about. I teach you strategies and ways that you can manage and save your money better. So if you're able to do that, then you don't have to wait to have a refund at the end of the year. It's not even at the end of the year. It's all the way in April or May of the following year. So that means all that time you could have had that money, and that money could have been working for you to help build you wealth instead of giving the government a tax-free loan. So we want to stop doing that right now. Okay. So you want to start looking for strategies and ways that you can reduce your tax liabilities. If you don't feel like doing that on your own, looking for ways to do that on your own, you can come and work with someone like me. You can work with a CPA, or you can work with a tax accountant. Either way, we're going to be looking for strategies and ways that you can start saving money, particularly you want to first of all stop paying as much in taxes. That's the first thing. And then, secondly, we want to show you how you can start saving money pre tax. See, again, you want to start saving money pre-tax with pre-tax dollars, because if you do that, then now what you have the ability to pay less in taxes, right? And that means that you have more money that's going to be that you're going to have at your disposal that you can use to start investing with. So the first thing is you want to understand, you want to figure out or find out how you can save taxes and pay as little taxes as possible. That's the first thing. The second thing is you want to be able to save money with pre tax dollars. So your 401ks, your IRAs, your health savings account is a way to save money where you can get triple benefits. You actually are able to save money on your taxes when you contribute. Your money is able to grow tax deferred, and when you take it out in the right way with qualified medical expenses, guess what? You don't have to pay taxes on the money when you pull it out. So your health savings account is the one way that you can actually get triple benefit, tax benefit, and you never pay tax on what you contribute to a health savings account. So there are so many different ways that you can do this. So the third thing that you can do, you can take a look at creating a home-based business. Create a home-based business for yourself. By creating a home-based business, you're going to do two things. Number one, it's going to give you the ability to be able to write off, right, some of your home expenses. And when I say home expenses, if you are renting an apartment or whatever, this includes you as well. This is for you as well. But if you have a home-based business, a business that's inside your apartment, your condo, or your home, whether you're buying or renting, you're able to write off some of the expenses associated with your home. All right. If you have a home-based business that you are operating from your home. All right. So that's the third thing that you want to do. Next, you want to make sure that you, once you have figured out, okay, I'm working with a CPA. Now I'm working with Alex. Now I'm working with a tax accountant. And now I've learned how to reduce my tax liability, right? Now I have the home-based business. I'm able to reduce my taxes that way as well. Now you want to make sure that you have a separate account for saving. And you want to make sure that you are saving pre-tax dollars, meaning putting money in a 401k, putting money in an IRA, putting money in a Roth IRA, putting money in a SEP IRA, putting money in a 403b or 457. Whatever it is, you want to try to make sure that you are taking full advantage of those opportunities that allow you to save money pre-taxed. Okay, especially if if your company is matching the dollars that you contribute. That's free money, guys. Is this making sense? Let me know in the comments if this is making sense, okay? That's free money to you. All right. 401ks, 403bs they might also match for 403bs as well. But you want to save pre-tax. You want to make sure you have a separate savings account set up for saving money. And you want to make sure that it comes out before you even get your check. You don't want, a lot of times people say, I don't have the discipline, I don't have the willpower to be able to save money. Well, if you already know that about yourself, go ahead and have it taken out of your check before you even get it. See, a lot of things, guys, you have to start making your work easier for you. If you already know yourself, you already know how you think, how you operate, how what your habits are, you want to make sure you set yourself up for success. And one of the best ways to do that is to have your money taken out pre-tax and it goes into an investment account, or you want to have your money taken out before you get it and it goes into a separate account that you do not touch. You don't have a debit card for. It's only there for you to save and build up money. Okay? That's what that's for. Um, let's see. So I think that's four things that I've shared with you. I've shared with you, you want to make sure that you are eliminating your taxes, how much taxes you pay. You want to make sure that you are saving pre-tax dollars. That's the second thing. You want to make sure that you've opened a separate savings account so you won't be tempted to spend or mismanage that money. All right. And and then the other thing that you can do is you can look at creating a budget or spending plan for yourself. Everyone, under the sound of my voice, you need to know exactly what's coming into your household, exactly what's going out of your household, and where it's going. Because if you don't know those things, you don't have any way to know if you are overspending in certain areas, right? All you know is at the end of the month, you know, you maybe you didn't save any money. Maybe you were short on being able to pay all your bills or meet all your obligations. You know those things, but you don't know where it went. So the biggest thing that you want to do is everyone needs to operate with a spending plan. And so what does a spending plan look like? It's really simple, guys. Okay? Let's not make this any more difficult or any harder than it has to be. The first thing that you want to do, you want to be able to get a box. Okay? Get a box, and every time you spend money, whether it be on a credit card, debit card, or in cash, right? You want to make sure you have a way to keep track of your spending or your receipts. So if you're spending cash or if you have envelopes, you want to make sure that you are putting those receipts in some place where you can easily get back to it at the end of the month. All right. So that might be a drawer, that might be a box, that might be an envelope, whatever it is that's going to be easiest for you. All right. You want to make sure that you get your bank statements. You want to make sure that you get your credit card statements, right? And you want to have a dedicated time where you sit down and you look at your expenses. You want to look at where your money went to. Or if you want to make it even simpler, there are so many different ways that you can do this. You can get subscribe, get a subscription to apps like mint.com, or you can go to youneedabudget.com, or you can go to Expensify. You can go to any number of places where you can link up your accounts, and the software or the app will help you keep track of your spending for you. Sometimes your bank may also have some ways that you can do this as well. But the most important thing is you need to operate from a spending plan. All right. So once you know exactly what's coming in, okay, now you can look at everything that's going out. Now you can decide what is really not a need for you. Okay. What's not a need and what really doesn't fit into what's really most important to you, what things you value. So I guarantee you, if you go through this process, you will find anywhere from $200 to $500 a month that came into your fingers, came into your hands, came into your household, right? That went away, that went out, and is gone. It could be in subscriptions that you've subscribed to. It could be overspending for cable. It could be bank fees. Bank fees are another thing. You may be able to find a way to bundle your home insurance with your car insurance, or if you have renters insurance, you might be able to bundle it with your car insurance. Right? You want to look for ways that you have spent money that you can figure out how to reclaim. All right. So I always say the process is you want to make a list of everything that you've spent. You want to look at the categories that you spent that money, or where you spent the money. You want to look at the categories. And then you want to say, is this something that I keep? Is this something that I cut? Or is this something that I keep and adjust? Those are the three things that you want to do. Is this something that I keep? It's a need. It's a must. It has to stay just the way that it is. Okay. Is this something that you keep, but you have to adjust it? Maybe you have to figure out how to downgrade a little bit, right? From that cable bill. All right. Um, you might have to figure out. You might see I got some banking expenses. I overdraft. I overdrafted my account. Maybe my bank is charging me a monthly fee just to have my money with them, right? So maybe it's time for you to take your money out, find you a bank online like Ally Bank, for instance, and you don't have to worry about paying a banking fee, right? So you want to look at every single thing. If you can figure out how to save money on the interest that you're paying for your debts, everything you want to put under a magnifying glass so you can figure out how to save more money. If you go through that process, I guarantee you're going to find at least $200, if not more, that you can start reclaiming for yourself just by cutting some of your expenses. So, between um, reducing your taxes, between saving money pre tax, between cutting items that are really important to you, right? And getting rid of those things and cutting them out of your budget, uh, creating a home based business, all of these things combined, I have seen it. Okay. And I did it for myself. I've seen people save anywhere from, 500 to $1,300 a month just by going through this simple process. And if they can do it, you can do it too. So there you have it, guys. You want to make sure that you go through these steps, listen to them again, and go through the process, because you have a small budget or you have little income. I guarantee you will be surprised if you go through the process and you will discover that you can actually save more than you ever thought possible, especially if you go through this process and you take advantage of your 401k, your company matches. That's free money that they can chip in on your behalf if you are also saving. So you want to make sure you get that money. All right. So if you have any questions, guys, I would love to help and walk you through the process. You can feel free to inbox me or email me. I'll be more than happy to assist you. That's what I do. I am a financial coach. So I help guide you through this entire process to help you create more financial freedom. All right. So there you have it, guys. Take care. God bless. Get to work. I'll see you on the next video.